Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Russ back again with another Madden 19 career mode episode. This is episode number 20. We're going against the New Orleans Saints in this episode, man, and it is an annoying hell of a game. I will tell you that much. I will curse Cameron Jordan's name till the end of time after this game. But anyway, man, we are tied for first place after the first week of the season in the AFC South with, I believe it was the Tennessee Titans, also at 1-0. So I think we're going to be keeping pace with most of the division, I'm assuming. I mean, obviously, we're facing the Jaguars twice a year, which I need some revenge on the fucking Jaguars, dude. They beat us twice last year, and it annoyed the hell out of me. But at the beginning of this game, man, against the Saints, we do start with a 75-yard touchdown to Will Fuller. Way too easy, man. I just ended up pass leading down, and I don't know, the way that he caught it and stumbled just kept the defenders away from him, and his speed was just way too much after that. But BREES does end up firing back right away, man. He had a hell of a game. You guys will see the stat sheet at the end of this game. We both had some pretty solid games, but his was pretty fucking unreal. But 1st and 10, man, we do find DeAndre Hopkins. Been trying to get him the ball more and more. Now we get him to the 6-yard line right there as our lineman, I believe that was one of our linemen, goes out, and I believe that's actually our best lineman, which is our 82 overall left guard. Whoever we have replacing him, I'm sure is no good, is right here. We do find Carter. I'm not sure who that is. I believe it's our fullback, and he's never going to see the field, rarely ever, but he does end up getting a touchdown right there, a 1-yard score, and we will take that as we are up 14-7 halfway through the second quarter as we throw a pick. I can't see completely who I was targeting on that play, but I'm pretty sure I was trying to force it to DeAndre Hopkins, and that was bad because Marshawn Lattimore is one of the best corners in this game, and he easily picked that. That was way too easy for him. I threw it right at him. I mean, why the fuck not? But 14-14, the Saints do end up scoring as Will Fuller gets free again, man. Has a 75-yard touchdown already in this game as we start 5 for 6 for over 200 yards. We have a crazy-ass average on our throws right now. But 1st and 10, we do find DeAndre. I'm just trusting DeAndre, man. I trust him pretty much on any route I throw. We're looking for him most of the time as... Oh, fucking Manti Te'o picks me off? Really? Jesus Christ, for our first couple picks, I really chose some really dumb ones to make, man. The first one was a horrible read, but it was to Marshawn Lattimore, and this one was another horrible read, but to make it worse, it was the fucking Manti Te'o. Oh my goodness, that was bad, dude. You guys obviously saw what I was trying to do. I saw Will Fuller coming back across the field. I just threw off, like, way off kilter, and I don't know, Manti Te'o played it beautifully. It's right there. You can't fucking catch a ball more beautifully than that. DeAndre Hopkins ends up making that catch inside the 20-yard line. That's what we've been waiting for, man. That's what we've been trying to do right here. We have, oh my God, we have no speed whatsoever. 2 rushes for 8 yards, but some very slow 8 yards. It's right here. We do find DeAndre Hopkins, and that is his first touchdown on the season. That feels good to hit him for the touchdown, man. That was way too easy. We just ran a rollout play. The Texans playbook has a lot of rollout plays. Those obviously aren't the best plays for my quarterback, but, you know, we found success with a couple of them when we can actually make the throw on the run. Our throw on the run is not fantastic, but, you know, it's getting up there slowly but surely. So hopefully at some point we'll have like 85 plus to where we can actually make those throws consistently, because easily the ones we miss the most are the throw on the run, you know, or throw on the run throws. That was a weird way to say it, but you know what I mean. So 21-21 going into the second half now. Obviously, we're in a straight-up shootout with the Saints. You know, we're just going tit for tat over and over and over again. You know, if we have one failed possession, they have one or whatever. It just seems like we are just matching each other's score. So 21-21 right now. We're not really relying on our defense. We're really trying to make some plays happen. Maybe a little bit too much. Is right there. I almost threw an easy pick. That probably should have been picked, but luckily Ryan Griffin, I guess him going for the ball at the same time just made it null and void that it was a horrible pass because both of them were trying to catch it, just ends up getting dropped. We do end up getting forced into a 3rd and 16, and Cameron Jordan gets his first sack of the game, and it weirdly enough comes at the end of the 3rd quarter, but he ends up wreaking some havoc, and I mean some major havoc, man. Cameron Jordan is a beast in this game. But right there, we do find Will Fuller, obviously down by 7 now. You know, we fucked up on that drive. We got stuck in a 3rd and 16, got sacked. We just got completely knocked out of field goal range, and our defense gives up the score. So now down 7 right now. What do we need to do? We need to put together a fucking drive. It's as simple as that, and the guy we're looking to do that with is DeAndre Hopkins. But we cannot get him the ball, man. I keep having to roll out, which I don't want to do, but at this point, we just can't keep taking sacks. I'm trying to extend the play a little bit longer as Cameron Jordan just, again, sacks me for his 2nd sack of the game. Again, he ends up having a monster game, even more than that. But 4th and 29, we keep fighting, man. With 3 timeouts and a minute left in this game, we have all the time in the world to do what we want and, you know, try to tie this game or possibly tie it and go for 2 if our coach lets us, which I know they won't, but, you know, wishful thinking. But anyway, 28-21, we convert on 4th and 29. Obviously, DeAndre Hopkins comes up huge, man. 1st and 10, we find DeAndre again. He gets to the 5-yard line. We are just trusting DeAndre completely right now, man. 25 seconds left, just trying to get into the end zone as Cameron Jordan gets us again. I'm not sure if that's technically a sack, but he was the guy I was just trying to avoid, and I could not get away from him. 22 seconds left. We're looking. We cannot find him as we end up getting hit as we throw. We can't get to DeAndre. 3rd and goal. We're looking again. We try to roll out and get in, and we can't on 3rd and goal. We cannot get in. We have to burn another timeout. 15 seconds left. 4th and goal. This is it. If we don't get this, we lose. We roll out to the right. They do not send anybody after us, and finally, we get into the end zone. Good God, man. It should not have taken a 4th and goal to get into the end zone. But we do. We get in 28-28. Luckily, our kicker does end up making the PAT. Oh, also, we don't have Blair Walsh as our kicker anymore. Thank God. Blair Walsh on the Dolphins. It was just sad seeing him as our kicker. But you guys can see all these highlights. Such a highlight-worthy run. I know. It was so beautiful. So majestic. But 28-28, overtime, man. We do get the ball first. We have a chance to win this game with the touchdown. What do I start off with? A throw to DeAndre. Unfortunately, it is dropped. Or not really dropped. I was hit as I threw. It wasn't the greatest throw in the world. Definitely wasn't dropped, though. It was just kind of it was an awkward pass, man. I honestly can't even believe I got that off. But right now, we're just trying to put together a drive and win this game. We don't usually, I believe in every single overtime game we've had, we have not gotten the ball first. So we had like 3 or 4 of them with the Dolphins, and I don't think we got the ball first in any one of them. So right now, we can just win with the touchdown. This is it. We can walk it off. We have honestly not had the greatest luck in overtime games. I'm pretty sure we've lost majority of them, but right now, we're trying to change that. 6 rushes for 12 yards and a TD. Not that great a rushing day other than the touchdown late, but, you know, it was kind of took 3 or 4 rushes to get in for the touchdown. But right here, man, we hit Will Fuller to the 25. I think it's a smart thing to go ahead and hurry up. It was not. Ryan Griffin on the right side of the field. I read him on this little out route. And, yeah. You guys have seen me do this a couple times at this point. But I end up throwing a pick to somebody named Bentley. Fuck you, Bentley. I'm sorry, Bentley. You're just doing your job. He did a good job at picking that pass, but you're an asshole for doing it. 34-28 is what ends up being the final score. Yes, that pick does end up sealing it. They get it to the 47. Drew Brees does his thing and gets him into the end zone, actually. Doesn't even just kick the field goal. He fucking straight up goes for the touchdown and gets it. Again, Drew Brees went fucking off in this game. We did not. We played pretty damn shitty, man. The only reason we had, like, the yards and touchdowns we did is because we threw every fucking play. I really had no confidence in a lot of the plays I was running. Once we got to the second half, it felt like shit just wasn't the same. And, you know, we just weren't able to do as well as we did in the first half. It felt like, anyway. You know, we started off this game with a 75-yard touchdown. Didn't really feel like we got to that point again. But anyway, man, we end up losing 291 yards, 5 touchdowns, no picks for Drew Brees. Ugh, man, we just did not play that good in this game. I should have had 3 picks. You know, you guys saw those couple that were dropped by the defense that I easily should have thrown more picks in this game. This was just a bad game, man. But again, I thought stuff was going our way at the end of the game, and I thought that maybe we could pull it out, but unfortunately Ryan Griffin makes sure that doesn't happen. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Be sure to look out for the next one. This was a hell of a game, you know, regardless, man. I do think that DeAndre Hopkins is an absolute monster in this. You guys have seen it in this game. Obviously a lot better game for him, but again, ultimately an L, but still, hopefully it was an enjoyable game with DeAndre getting some catches and just some more offense in general. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it, and as always, I'm out. Peace.